Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our curious viewers, True Crown. Thanks for the suggestion, True Crown. You asked, why are most taxis yellow? If you've ever stood on a street corner, doing your best impression of an inflatable tube man just to get a ride, you might have wondered, why are taxis always this bright, banana peel yellow? Today, we're popping the hood on the colorful history of cabs, exploring how a simple paint job turned into a global icon. And yes, there's science involved. So, if you've ever been blinded by a cab or just curious why taxis look like fast-moving lemons, stick around as we chase down the answer right here on Explaining Everything. Let's travel back to the early 1900s, when cars were rare, roads were chaos, and traffic lights were just a dream someone hadn't had yet. In 1907, a guy named John Hertz, yes, the same guy who would later rent you a Toyota Corolla at the airport, wanted to start a cab company in Chicago. His mission? Make taxis so visible that even someone half asleep and 3 donuts deep could spot one. So he turned to the pros, the University of Chicago. He basically asked them, hey, what color punches people in the eyeballs from the farthest distance? Their answer? Yellow. Not just any yellow, bright, can't miss it, highlighter on steroids yellow. Hertz ran with it, literally. He painted his fleet, and the yellow cab company was born. From that moment on, the color stuck harder than gum under a theater seat. Now let's talk psychology. Yellow isn't just a random choice. It messes with your brain in all the right ways. It's associated with speed, alertness, and energy. It's why warning signs are yellow. It's why cartoon characters with yellow skin always seem to be up to something. And it's why a yellow taxi screams, I'm here, hop in, ignore the weird smell. From a visibility standpoint, yellow is one of the most eye-catching colors, especially in low light or rain. Studies have shown the human eye detects yellow faster than almost any other color, except maybe neon green, which, let's face it, looks like a mistake. So, when you're running late, it's raining, and you're soaked like a sad pasta noodle, that bright yellow cab is your shining beacon of hope. Unless it's already taken. Then it's just a cruel tease. After Chicago, the idea caught on, big time. New York, always one to steal a good idea and yell louder about it, made yellow cabs an iconic part of its cityscape. Eventually, cities around the world began to do the same. Even Bollywood films started featuring dramatic cab scenes with yellow cars. The yellow taxi became a global symbol of urban life. Need a ride? Look for the yellow box. Sure, not every city joined the banana parade. London stuck with its classy black cabs. And in some places, cabs look more like government-issued sedans than vehicles of freedom. But still, yellow became the unofficial, unspoken symbol of this car might give you a ride for a price and possibly life advice. And let's be honest, if a purple cab pulled up, you'd either think it was a party bus or a prank show. Okay, taxi trivia time. Not all taxis are yellow. In fact, New York introduced green cabs in 2013 specifically to serve the outer boroughs, places traditional yellow cabs avoided like salad at a BBQ. These green taxis, known as borough taxis, had one job: be different, but still cab-like. Other cities experimented with all kinds of colors, especially once ride shares crashed the party. Suddenly, color didn't matter as much when you were booking rides through an app. What mattered was price, speed, and whether the driver's playlist matched your vibe. Still, yellow holds strong. Because when people think taxi, their brain paints it yellow. Decades of branding, movies, and cartoons have baked it into our subconscious. Let's address the Uber in the room. Yes, ride shares have totally disrupted the taxi game. You can now summon a stranger with a Prius just by tapping your phone. But yellow taxis aren't extinct. They're just adapting. In cities like New York, yellow cabs now have apps too. Some even let you pay with your face. Okay, not literally, but close. Despite the competition, yellow taxis still offer flat rates, licensed drivers, and that old-school charm of yelling, "Follow that car," without needing Wi-Fi. And while Uber lets you track your ride, a yellow cab teaches patience, trust, and the art of dramatic hand-waving. So, while the taxi game has changed, yellow still holds its place like that one weird condiment in your fridge, always there, slightly mysterious, but somehow comforting. So, why are most taxis yellow? Because a guy in 1907 wanted you to see them coming. Because science said it was smart. Because marketing made it iconic. And because humans are suckers for tradition, especially when it's loud and impossible to ignore. Yellow is the color of attention, the color of speed, the color of, "Hey, over here, I need to get to the airport and I'm already late." So next time you see a yellow cab, give a little nod to John Hertz and the legacy of strategic loudness. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.